I was having a conversation with someone who had felt they had been wronged. As they were telling me what happened, I responded the way I probably would have responded for most of my life. Maybe you should tell them how you feel, I said. Give them an opportunity to fix it. Their response stopped me in my tracks. No, I'm not going to say anything, they said. They'll know by my actions. Now, at first, I wasn't sure I agreed. Isn't it healthier to communicate, I thought? Isn't that what we're always told? But the more I sat with that conversation, the more I realized it wasn't really about whether we should speak up. It's much deeper than that. It made me ask myself, how do we know when another conversation is helpful and when we're simply negotiating with reality? That question has stayed with me. Because if I'm being honest, I spent years believing that if I could just explain myself one more time, if I could just find better words, if I could just help someone understand how much I was hurting, then maybe they'd change. I wasn't trying to manipulate anyone. I genuinely believed communication could save the relationship. But somewhere along the way, communication quietly became negotiation. I wasn't communicating my needs anymore. I was trying to convince reality to become something different so I could stay comfortable inside it. And those are not the same thing. Here's what I've started to notice. If the problem is misunderstanding, a conversation can be incredibly healing. But if the problem is a pattern, another conversation often isn't giving someone more information. It's postponing a decision I already know I need to make. That realization has changed the way I look at relationships, not just romantic relationships, family relationships, friendships, even my relationship with money, with work, with myself. Because I realized something that was incredibly uncomfortable to admit. Words reveal what I wanted, but my behavior revealed what I was continuing to participate in. I could say I wanted honesty. I could say I wanted reciprocity. I could say I wanted peace. But if I continued participating in situations that consistently gave me the opposite, my actions were telling a different story than my words. And that doesn't mean I deserved poor treatment. It doesn't mean there was something wrong with me. It simply meant I hadn't yet accepted what reality had been trying to show me. I kept hoping that potential would outweigh patterns. I kept making decisions based on who someone could be instead of who they were consistently choosing to be. And I think that's where so many of us get stuck. We confuse love with endurance. We confuse hope with evidence. We confuse another conversation with another opportunity for change. Sometimes that's appropriate. Sometimes people genuinely don't know they've hurt us. Sometimes one honest conversation changes everything. But sometimes reality has already answered. We've just been hoping for a different answer. One question has helped me more than any other. Am I communicating because this person lacks information? Or am I communicating because I don't want to accept what their repeated behavior has already told me? That question has changed my life. Because I've finally realized that acceptance isn't giving up. Acceptance is seeing reality clearly enough to make an aligned decision. And maybe that's what boundaries really are. Not trying to change another person, but changing how we're willing to participate. Because in the end, reality doesn't need me to convince it. It simply asks me whether I'm willing to believe what it's consistently showing me. Thanks for listening to another episode of Kashina Speaks. If this episode resonates with you, leave a comment or share it with a friend. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more thought-provoking content. Until next time, remember, it is safe to slow down, it is safe to soften, and it is safe to thrive.